Hello, folks. Welcome to KPL's Teen Takeover Trivia Night. If you are one of the teams and you are competing, if you haven't yet, go ahead and open up that chat screen and let us know that you're here. I know the Athenians are ready to go, ready to play, but I believe we should have 3 other teams competing tonight. So if you are here and you're ready to play, go ahead and open up that chat and let us know that you are here. Oh, sweet. Okay, we just see that Anna the Wizard, the team is here. Oh, sweet. All right. This is great. We have 2 other teams that we're waiting for still. So while we're waiting, we'll go ahead. Let's do maybe some questions in the chat. Okay, let's do the most important one. School is out for the summer. So please let us know in the chat, what is like the top thing that you are looking forward to this summer? What are you ready to do? And while we do that, I'll also go ahead and show you guys some of the upcoming events that are happening here at the library. So maybe if you're interested in signing up for things, you can go ahead and you can do so. Ah, sweet, learning new spells. Yes, absolutely. And you know, we'll be talking about it later this evening and the night, but if you like learning spells, perhaps you should sign up for our Kids on Brooms event that my lovely assistant, Shannon M., who is going to be doing all the grading for answers this evening. She is in the background, and she's going to be leading Kids on Brooms on June 10th. So yeah, if you're interested in signing up for that, go ahead and down in the little bottom part of the screen where it has the About Us section, if you just click on the graphic that's for the event, it'll take you straight to our homepage where you can sign up for it. And if you're just joining us, welcome to KPL's Teen Takeover Trivia Night, where the questions are all written by members of our Teen Advisory Board. If you are one of our other 2 teams who are waiting on this evening, either the Crushers or the Grammar Queens, go ahead and just open up that stream chat and let us know that you are here. Once we know that the teams are here, we'll go ahead and we'll probably start playing here in a couple of minutes. And for those of us who are just hanging tight here and waiting for other people to show up, don't forget also that with summer comes summer reading. I will talk about it more later this evening. But if you have not signed up for our summer reading program yet, be sure to sign up by, again, you can either go to our website, which I have posted here in the stream, or if you just click on the little graphic in the About Us page here on Twitch, then you can go straight to our website and get signed up for the teen program, where we have lots of cool prizes, including Worms on a String, which I know many of our viewers out there are obsessed with. So be sure to sign up and start collecting those prizes this summer, all just for reading. And just in case folks need me to head on back to that list of upcoming events slide, let me go ahead and change back to that while we're waiting, because I want to give everyone plenty of time to sign up for all the events. And this isn't even all of them this summer. This is just the events for June. Crazy, I know. So be sure to head to our website and you can sign up for all of these events right now. And as always, throughout the evening, if you have any questions about something that we say, if you need answers repeated, please just feel free to drop it in the chat, and then Shannon will go ahead and make sure she answers it there for you. If I see it, you know, while I'm hosting, I'll try to answer it out loud on stream as well. And as just a reminder, if you are tuning in right now for the KPL Teen Takeover Trivia Night, and you are one of our final two teams for the evening who are waiting to show up, the Crushers or the Grammar Queens, go ahead and make sure you let us know in the chat that you will be here and you're ready to play. All right, I think we're going to go ahead. We're going to get this party going with the two teams that are present, and hopefully within this first round, our next teams will show up. So if you don't know me, hi, I am Shannon B, and I will be your host for the evening. In the backgrounds and monitoring the chat this night, we have Shannon M, who will be answering all of your questions and will be getting all of your answers throughout the evening and grading through them. Let's go ahead and let's see who our teams are, so we know who our competition is. All right. So it looks like the Crushers and the Grammar Queens are not quite here yet this evening. Hopefully they show up. However, we do have the lovely Athenians, the reigning champs from the Teen Takeover Trivia Night, and I know they are here hoping to take home the grand prize once again, which will be Andy's gift cards, because you can never have too much frozen custard. But, however, we do have a team. Anna is a wizard, and our hopes, and I know their hopes, is that this evening they will take down the reigning champs of the Athenians. They're going to come in, they're going to answer all the questions, and we're just going to see how these two teams line up this evening for tonight's competition. As you know, we're going to have 4 rounds of trivia happening tonight. And like I said, all of the questions here are written by members of our Teen Advisory Board. We have questions about Marvel, musicals, state trivia, and ecology. And all of you should have access to the Google form that was emailed out to the team captains who signed up for the event. For each round, your team will go ahead and you will fill in your answers using that Google form for each question. And at the end of the round, you'll submit it to us. And then you can just go ahead and click submit another form to get ready for the next round. Now, ground rules. It's very important. Here we play by the honor system. Make sure that if you don't know the answer to the question, just give it your best guess. Don't go looking it up on the internet. That's not fair and that's not fun. That's not part of what this evening is all about. Really, it's just about doing the best you can and learning something new perhaps before the end of the evening. All right, and with that, I think it's time for us to play some trivia. This is where I would have some sort of cool theme music for myself as we get going, but it's all right. We'll just go ahead and we'll get started. All right, and for round 1, we have questions about the Marvel Avengers. And this is written by our lovely tab member, Abby M. And here we go. Oh, note, this round is going to have spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen the most recent Marvel movies. Also, this references not only the films, though this references only the film, and not the comic books or anything else. So the answers for all these questions will be based upon the Marvel movies. Again, if you haven't seen any Marvel movies, it's okay. Just make your best guess. Question number 1. Name at least 2 of the Infinity Stones. Name at least 2 of the Infinity Stones. Question 1. Name at least 2 of the Infinity Stones. If you end up writing more than that, you don't get extra credit, but you will get bragging rights from Shannon M. for knowing them all. All right, we'll go ahead, we'll move on to question number 2. And if for some reason throughout the evening I'm talking too fast, just let me know in the chat and I'll go ahead and try to either speed it up or slow it down depending on what you need. Question number 2. What is the superpowered metal that has been used to make amazing things, including the Black Panther suit and Captain America's shield? What is the superpowered metal that has been used to make amazing things, including the Black Panther suit and Captain America's shield? All right, moving on to question number 3. 2 Avengers, other than Thor, were worthy of wielding his hammer, Mjolnir. Name one of them. So go ahead and name one of the 2 Avengers, other than Thor, who were worthy of wielding his hammer, Mjolnir. And again, there's no extra credit, but if you know them both, you get the bragging rights. All right, moving on to question number 4. Who made Captain America's shield? Who made Captain America's shield? Question number 4. Who made Captain America's shield? All right, moving on to question number 5. Which superpowered woman inspired Nick Fury to create the Avengers? Question number 5 is, which superpowered woman inspired Nick Fury to create the Avengers? Question number 5 is, which superpowered woman inspired Nick Fury to create the Avengers? Moving on to question number 6. Which space crime fighting group helped the Avengers fight Thanos in Infinity War and Endgame? So what is the name of the group, the space crime fighting group who helped the Avengers fight Thanos in Infinity War and Endgame? Question number 6 is, which space crime fighting group helped the Avengers fight Thanos in Infinity War and Endgame? Moving on to question number 7. At the end of Infinity War, Thanos uses the Infinity Stones to kill half of everyone in the universe, causing them to disintegrate. In Spider-Man Far From Home, the newscasting students at the high school name this event. What is the name of this event, according to those high schoolers? In Spider-Man Far From Home, the newscasting students at the high school name this event where Thanos uses the Infinity Stones to kill half of everyone in the universe. What do they call this event? Question number 7 is, at the end of Infinity War, Thanos uses the Infinity Stones to kill half of everyone in the universe, causing them to disintegrate. In Spider-Man Far From Home, the newscasting students at the high school name this event. What is this name? All right, moving on to question number 8. In the post-credit scene of the first Avengers movie, the Avengers went to a restaurant serving a particular type of food. What was this food? What was the type of food that is in the post-credit scene of the first Avengers movie where the Avengers are eating in a restaurant? And even if you don't know the exact answer to this question, I know Shannon M. always enjoys a good laugh. So if you don't know the answer to something, just go ahead and put the funniest thing you can think of. Question number 8 is, in the post-credits scene of the first Avengers movie, the Avengers went to a restaurant serving a particular type of food. What was this food? All right, moving on to question number 9. And this one, you're going to be wishing that you paid attention earlier. Which hand did Thanos wear the Infinity Gauntlet on? Question number 9 is, which hand did Thanos wear the Infinity Gauntlet on? Question number 9. Which hand did Thanos wear the Infinity Gauntlet on? All right, for the final question of this round, question number 10. What movie did Spider-Man reference while fighting an enlarged Ant-Man in Captain America: Civil War? What movie did Spider-Man reference while fighting an enlarged Ant-Man in Captain America: Civil War? Question number 10 is, what movie did Spider-Man reference while fighting an enlarged Ant-Man in Captain America: Civil War? And with that, it is the end of the round. So if you could, go ahead and when your group is ready, please submit your answers. You just click enter for that Google form, and it'll give you a prompt where you can go ahead and you can click submit another form, and that's how you'll get ready for the next round. As those answers roll in, Shannon will be looking at those in the background, and she will be grading them all and then tallying up the scores. At this time, if you have any questions or you need me to repeat anything from earlier, maybe you missed a question or you weren't sure about something, go ahead and just let me know in the chat which questions you need me to repeat, and I'll go ahead and do so. And while we are waiting to see if anybody needs me to repeat any questions, let's go ahead and let's talk about our first event of the evening. All right, so remember us talking about those spells? That's right. Here is the chance where you could attend your own Hogwarts. If you are interested in learning how to cast spells, maybe riding a broom, learning how to be a witch or a wizard at a magical school, well, maybe you should consider joining our Kids on Brooms. Shannon M., who's in the background tallying up your scores, she is going to go ahead and be leading this awesome RPG. And honestly, if you have never done an RPG before, folks, this is probably one of the funnest ones to do. It's going to be meeting once a month here. You can see the dates listed on there. If you're interested in trying out this RPG, all of our events this summer are virtual to try and make it easy. So even if you're on vacation somewhere, as long as you have Wi-Fi, you can still access and come to these events if you want. So you'll go ahead if you want to sign up for that event. If you go to the About Us section on our Twitch page, you can go ahead and just click on this picture and it'll take you straight to a link to our website where you can just input your information on a Google form. Oh, and I can see that Shannon is currently adding up the scores. She's getting ready to update them. And once we have all of the scores, I'll go ahead and show you where we are at for the round, and we'll even go through the answers. Let's see here. So just hang tight and wait here. And while we're waiting, I'm kind of curious, for the Athenians, how many folks do we have playing on your team? And then also for Anna is a Wizard, how many folks are playing on your team for this evening? Ho, ho, ho. Okay, it's a full house tonight. All right, we have almost 6 for the Athenians playing. And as a Wizard, how many folks are playing on your team this evening? And if you need to, feel free to go ahead and grab a drink, grab a snack, and we'll make sure then that we don't start until everyone is back again. But okay, let's go ahead while we're waiting for these scores to come in. Let's go ahead. We can go through the answers for this round. All right, here we go. Let's get these answers and then we'll find out who is winning. All right, for question number 1. The Infinity Stones are the power, space, reality, soul, time, and mind stones. So as long as you had 2 of those, then you got this answer correct. But if you got all of them, remember, you get those bragging rights for doing such a great job. For question number 2, vibranium is the metal used to create the Black Panther suit, Captain America's shield, and many other things within the Marvel Universe. For question number 3, the 2 different people that were able to wield Mjolnir's hammer, or Thor's hammer Mjolnir, were Vision and Captain America. For question number 4, Captain America's vibranium shield was made by Howard Stark. For question number 5, it was Captain Marvel, aka Carol Danvers, made Nick Fury realize that Earth might need a group of people who could protect them from what was waiting in the rest of the universe that they did not know about yet. So he created the idea of the Avengers, all thanks to Captain Marvel. For question number 6, the Guardians of the Galaxy were the ones who fought alongside the Avengers in Infinity War and Endgame. The Guardians of the Galaxy. And if you were looking at the picture, there's actually a little picture of the raccoon. I think his name is Rocket. See, this goes to show, this is why I'm not playing the trivia night tonight. I would be the worst member for this. Because I don't watch the Marvel movies. I know, shock, please. You can put your anger in the chat. It's okay. I accept it. For question number 7, the answer was because half of the universe blipped out of existence for 5 years, it was afterward named the Blip by the high schoolers in Spider-Man. For question number 8, at the end of Avengers, Tony Stark suggested that they go to a restaurant that served shawarma, and in one of the post-credit scenes, they were eating at that restaurant. For question number 9, unlike most people to wear the Infinity Gauntlet, Thanos wore it on his left hand. So it was a 50-50 shot. And finally, in Captain America Civil War, Spider-Man references a particular maneuver from the Hoth battle in Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back, also calling it a really old movie, leading another Avenger to ask how young he was. So if anybody out here knows Abby, you also know that Abby is a big Star Wars fan, so of course she was going to find a way to incorporate Star Wars even in this Marvel category. Okay, and now we do have the points tallied up. So let's go ahead, let's take it to the point totals. And would you believe it, you guys know your Marvel trivia. You're tied 9-9. Okay, I can tell this is going to be a close call all evening long. So we really are going to have a battle of the wits, and it's going to be great. Also, if you are one of our teams just arriving and we don't know you're here yet, please go ahead and let us know you're here by commenting in the chat here on Twitch, and that's how we'll know that you're here and you're ready to be playing the game for this evening. All right, and let's head on back, and let's begin our round 2, which is written by the lovely Crow. And this category is called Music of the Night, and it's going to be a category of all musicals, because who doesn't love musicals? Well, maybe some of you don't, but I love musicals, so this is the category that probably I do okay on. All right, here we go. Get ready for the puns. Bravo! You've made it to the wicked world of musicals. This category will include 10 questions on online musical questions, Broadway musical questions, and more. So 10 questions total, and some of these questions will be harder than others, but no need to spend 525,600 minutes on them. Just try your best. And I will try not to sing for the rest of the night, but no guarantees, folks. No guarantees. And so, without further ado, let's begin round 2. If you haven't pulled up yet, pull up that Google form. You're going to need it. For the first part, we're going to do questions on musicals that have been in the spotlight. Broadway musicals. Question number 1. What Broadway musical tells the enchanting tale of 4 grim fairy tales, all of which with a modern twist? Question number 1 is, What Broadway musical tells the enchanting tale of 4 grim fairy tales, all of which with a modern twist? Question number 1. What Broadway musical tells the enchanting tale of 4 grim fairy tales, all of which with a modern twist? Question number 2. What Broadway hit is the story of 2 girls trying to go to their school dance, but are stopped by the school because of being queer? What Broadway hit is the story of 2 girls trying to go to their school dance, but are stopped by the school because of being queer? Question number 2. What Broadway hit is the story of 2 girls trying to go to their school dance, but are stopped by the school because of being queer? All right, moving on to question number 3. Which slightly underground musical explores the tragic tale of Orpheus and Eurydice, along with the love of Hades and Persephone? Question number 3 is, which slightly underground musical explores the tragic tale of Orpheus and Eurydice, along with the love of Hades and Persephone? Which slightly underground musical explores the tragic tale of Orpheus and Eurydice, along with the love of Hades and Persephone? Question number 4. Oh, but we're moving on now to online musicals. So hopefully you can find the answers to all of these questions. You might be at an advantage though if you are a Hufflepuff, which is a joke if you know some of these answers to the online musical section. Question number 4. What is the name of an online musical written and presented by StarKid that is a twist on the famous book series Harry Potter? Question number 4. What is the name of an online musical written and presented by StarKid that is a twist on the famous book series Harry Potter? And in case you want a fun fact for the evening, I have actually met like half of the cast of StarKid Productions long ago when they came to St. Louis. So, if any of you out there are StarKid fans, and if you know me, you're now what, 1 degree of separation from perhaps your favorite StarKid actor? So that's pretty cool. Question number 4 is, what is the name of an online musical written and presented by StarKid that is a twist on the famous book series Harry Potter? All right, question number 5. Which gory musical, including the songs like Kira and They're Only Human, is based off an absolutely legendary anime? Note, the anime and musical are the same name. So if you don't know the answer to this question, just go ahead and put down an anime you think is legendary, and who knows, maybe you'll end up getting it right. Question number 5 is, which gory musical, including the songs like Kira and They're Only Human, is based off an absolutely legendary anime? Question number 5 is, which gory musical, including the songs like Kira and They're Only Human, is based off an absolutely legendary anime? All right, question number 6. What underground musical, based on a young adult novel by the late Ned Vizzini, made it to Broadway in 2019 thanks to going viral on social media? Question number 6 is, what underground musical, based on a young adult novel by the late Ned Vizzini, made it to Broadway in 2019 thanks to going viral on social media? Question number 6. What underground musical, based on a young adult novel by the late Ned Vizzini, made it to Broadway in 2019 thanks to going viral on social media? Moving on to question number 7. Oh, and now we're moving into the famous actors and actresses category. And name some celebs who have sauntered across the stage a time or two. Or we're gonna name some you might recognize. All right, so question number 7. Which award-winning actress not only releases her own music, but also played Elphaba in Wicked and Elsa, or voiced Elsa in Frozen? Which award-winning actress not only releases her own music, but also played Elphaba and Elsa? Question number 7. Which award-winning actress not only releases her own music, but also played Elphaba from Wicked and Elsa in Frozen? Question number 8. Who is the outstanding actor who played Evan Hansen in the musical Dear Evan Hansen? Question number 8 is, who is the outstanding actor who played Evan Hansen in the musical Dear Evan Hansen? Moving on to question number 9. And here we go. We're into the mixed categories. So this can be a little bit of anything in these final couple questions. Question number 9. Which musical goes through the story of a small town named Gander on the day of 9/11, where they took in thousands of people into schools, stores, and anywhere there was room? P.S. This is Crow's favorite musical that they've ever seen. Question number 9 is, which musical goes through the story of a small town named Gander on the day of 9/11, where they took in thousands of people into schools, stores, and anywhere there was room? And just so that way Shannon and I can feel extra old, this is the part where I like to mention to Shannon where everybody who is playing tonight was born after the year 2001. So they were born after 9/11 happened. So there we go. Here's our time for us Shannons to feel old amongst the group. But all right, question number 9 is indeed, which musical goes through the story of a small town named Gander on the day of 9/11, where they took in thousands of people into schools, stores, and anywhere there was room? All right, and for the final question of this round, question number 10. In The Phantom of the Opera, what iconic thing comes crashing onto the stage at the end of Act 1? And this is for the Broadway musical. In The Phantom of the Opera, what iconic thing comes crashing onto the stage at the end of Act 1? And I love the fact that we have this image here because this moment from the musical is like one of my favorite moments. It's in my favorite song. My favorite song is like the 13-minute one towards the very end. It's just so good. So great. But yeah, question number 10 is, in Phantom of the Opera, what iconic thing comes crashing onto the stage at the end of Act 1? And once you've done that, you can go ahead and you can submit your answers now. If anybody needs me to go back and repeat any of the questions from earlier, please go ahead and just let me know in the chat, and I'm happy to do so. But while we're waiting for those answers and waiting to see if anybody needs me to repeat some questions, let me go ahead and talk about the Pride Party. So, if you are interested in having a good time and celebrating Pride Month, which is coming up here in just a couple of days, we invite you to attend our teen virtual Pride Party on June 22nd. Like I said, it's all on Zoom, so whether or not you're in town, you're still more than welcome to attend and hang out and get to meet other folks in the teen community here at Kirkwood Public Library. And like I said before, if you're interested in attending our Pride Party, just go ahead and down below in the little chat in the About Us, you can just find this icon, click on it, and it will take you to a sign-up page on our website. And while you're there, you can go ahead, you can head to our calendar on the website and sign up for lots of other events that will be happening throughout the summer. And Maylin, it's so great to see that you joined us this evening. I'm sorry that you missed out on all these wonderful musical questions, but it's okay. I'll try to sing a song for you since you missed me singing a tune from Rent earlier. I have lots of singing in me still. All right, we're just waiting to see as those questions are coming in. I'm assuming everybody got all the questions. They don't need me to repeat anything. All right, and I can see that Shannon is starting to add up the answers. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and we're going to go through the answers for this round. And okay, all right, I'll try to sing one line from each of these musicals, except for fair warning, haven't seen them all. So I can't do all of them, but I'll do my best for my fans out there, just for the fans. Okay, for question number 1, what Broadway musical tells the enchanting tale of 4 grim fairy tales, all of which, with a modern twist, it's into the woods, and out of the woods, and home before dark. I love Into the Woods. If that's the original one from the 80s is my favorite recording. And actually, Milky White, the cow, is one of my favorite characters on Broadway. Question number 2, what Broadway hit is the story of 2 girls trying to go to their school dance? It is The Prom. And actually, that just came out on Netflix this past winter. And actually, Quinky Dink, for question number 1 and 2, James Corden is in both of those. So if you're a big fan of James Corden on the late night show, you could see him in both those musicals. Lovely fellow, lovely fellow. Oh, and here we go. Here's my favorite from last year. What's Slightly Underground? Ha ha ha. Very clever pun if you know this musical. Explores the tragic tale of Orpheus, Eurydice, Hades, and Persephone. It is Hades Town. Way down under the ground or something. Wait, Steve Crow, this is so terrible. I forgot how the lyrics go. I need to listen to it again. But the point is, it's Hades Town. It's so good. It's so wonderful. And if you're a big fan of Andre de Shields, he is actually in St. Louis right now, and he is going to be in Shakespeare in the Park, which is opening up this next week. So if you're a big fan of Hades Town and the actors all involved with it, be sure to check out Shakespeare in the Park this year. All right, question number 4. This one was pretty easy if you were able to play off of the name Harry Potter, but it's called a Very Potter musical, aka known as AVPM. And actually, back in the day when it first was released on YouTube, it was called a Harry Potter musical, but due to copyright issues, they had to take it down for a few weeks so they could change the opening credits to a Very Potter musical so that way they wouldn't get sued. And yes, I have met Joey Richter and Jamie Lynn Betty and Lauren Lopez and Brian Rosenthal. So if you're a big fan of Joey Richter out there, it is totally, and it's gonna be totally awesome. I could sing this whole musical though, I really could. I love it. Time to rewatch it. Maybe we'll have to do a rewatch sometime. All right, this one I have not seen, but if you know the anime, the musical is Death Note. Death Note, the musical. I know Crow keeps telling me I need to watch it. All right, question number 6. Maybe even if you didn't know the musical, you might have been able to figure this out, but the musical is called Be More Chill. And if you were paying attention, that picture there is actually the cover of the book, but with the title removed with a question mark instead, so that way I wouldn't give away the answer. Be More Chill. So if you haven't seen Be More Chill yet, that's the one that's up and coming. All right, and the classic award-winning actress who was Elphaba and Elsa and who had her name mispronounced, and hopefully I don't mispronounce it, but it is Idina Menzel. And see, now I want to sing Wicked. I love Wicked. I see it every single time it comes to the Fox. It's so good. Oh, Shannon, you're missing out that you haven't kept up with theater stuff. It's just so good. All right, Ben Platt. Ben Platt, folks, is the actor who played Evan Hansen in Dear Evan Hansen. And this is another one I actually have not seen Dear Evan Hansen, nor have I listened to any of the music intentionally because I want to see it and be surprised when I see it for the first time. However, the movie trailer did just get released and will be coming out here sometime within the next year. So that's pretty exciting for those Dear Evan Hansen fans out there. And here's another one of a musical I haven't seen, but I watched them perform on NPR. And the musical that takes place on 9/11 in Gander is, in fact, Come From Away. And finally, for the Phantom of the Opera question, because we all know how much I love Phantom of the Opera, what iconic thing comes crashing down? It is the chandelier. And then, yeah, this final one is Angel of Music, you deceive me. Well, that's not the tune. It's a different tune for a different part of it. But she goes, I gave you my love blindly. And it's a great point. Great point at the climax at the end of the musical. But Act 1 is the chandelier. Okay, it's enough of me singing. But thank you. Thank you very much for playing. I hope we razzled and dazzled you with the questions and all that jazz. Okay, here we go. It's time. Oh wait, we can't start state trivia yet. I forgot. I have to show you guys the point total. How silly of me. Okay, here we go. Let's go to this point total. And ooh, all right, folks, here we go. It's heating up. Anna's a Wizard came out 10 out of 10. They know their musicals. The Athenians are behind by 2 points. Oh, geez. All right, guys. This is it. This is where it's starting to get good. All right, we're going to see what happens in the next 2 rounds. Athenians, you got to catch up. You got to catch up with your state trivia. And the state trivia questions were written by the lovely Mei Lin, who just arrived. And just in case people were concerned in the background, do know that anybody who wrote questions for this evening, they have been sworn to secrecy. They have not shared their answers with anybody. So it is a fair playing field. They do not share. They don't answer those rounds that they wrote questions for. They just go into the other room and then cry when none of their teammates get the questions right. All right, here we go. Let's do this thing. State trivia. And the great thing about this round is, even if you don't know the answer, you just put random states down and you're probably going to get at least one right, hopefully. You have a 1 in 50 shot. Number 1, name the state with the largest underground cave in the world. Name the state with the largest underground cave in the world. Name the state with the largest underground cave in the world. Question number 2, and if I go too fast for this one, please again, just let me know and I'll slow it on down. Number 2, name the only state with a 2-sided flag. 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 All right, question number 3. Name the only state with 1 syllable in its name. Name the only state with 1 syllable in its name. Number 3 is name the only state with 1 syllable in its name. All right, question number 4. Name the only 3 states with a P in the name. Name the only 3 states with the letter P in the name. And here's the point where everybody's starting to sing their state's song that they know to see if they can come up with the 3 states that have the letter P in the name. All right, we're going to move on to question number 5, but like I said, if we need to repeat it later, just let me know. All right, number 5, name the only state flag that is not rectangular. That's right, folks, there's a flag that is not a rectangle. Which state does it belong to? Number 5 is name the only state flag that is not rectangular. All right, question number 6. Name the state with the second most coastline. Name the state with the second most coastline. So start thinking in your head, which state has the most, then which state has the second most, and that's the one we want, the second most coastline. Which state has the second most coastline? All right, question number 7. Name the 2 states that border the most states. Name the 2 states that border the most states. Number 7 is name the 2 states that border the most states. All right, moving on to question number 8. Name the only 2 states where the temperature has never been recorded over 100 degrees. Name the only 2 states where the temperature has never been recorded over 100 degrees. Question number 8 is, name the only 2 states where the temperature has never been recorded over 100 degrees. All right, moving on to question number 9. Name the state where the largest diamond in the United States was found. Name the state where the largest diamond in the United States was found. Name the state where the largest diamond in the United States was found. All right, and for the last question of this round, name the state with the highest peak in the country. Question number 10 is, name the state with the highest peak in the country. And when you're ready, go ahead and submit that answer form for this round, or if you need me to repeat any questions for the round, please feel free to just go ahead and let us know in the chat, and I'll go back and repeat some questions. All right, question number 2 we need. All right, let me go on back to question number 2. Boop, 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 boop. Question number 2 was, name the only state with a 2-sided flag. Name the only state with a 2-sided flag. If you need help remembering, that's number 2, 2-sided flag. The numbers connect. I'm sure Malin absolutely was intentional with that. All right. And like I said, when you're ready to go ahead and get that answer form turned in for this round. And while we're waiting for everyone to go ahead and get their answers submitted to Shannon, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to talk about another event that's coming up here in the middle of June. We're going to have the Teen YouTube Film Festival. And what's great about this film festival is that you are the ones who get to decide what we are watching. When you go ahead and you sign up for this event, you'll want to make sure that you go on YouTube and pick out what your favorite video was from the past year. What movies made you laugh, cry? What music videos did you enjoy? And you'll nominate a film, and then during the event, we'll actually vote for our favorites in a couple of different categories. But we're also going to have a whole cool film festival party bag that you'll be able to pick up ahead of time, so that way you're all ready with snacks and everything to make your film festival evening at home perfect. And like I said before, if you're interested in signing up for this event, you'll go ahead and you'll just head to the picture of it in the About Us section here on Twitch, click on it, and then you can sign up on our calendar. All right, and once I know I've got all the questions in, we can go ahead and we can blitz through these answers. All right, I can see Shannon is tallying up here. So let's go ahead. Let's give us our answers for this round. And then we're going to try and get through the last round as quick as possible because I know we are running behind schedule. All right, the answers to state trivia. Okay. For number one, the state with the largest underground cave in the world is, in fact, Kentucky. The only state that has a two-sided flag is Oregon. Look at that. Look at that flag. Look at that nice beaver on the back. What a good creature. All right, number three. Name the only state with only one syllable in its name. If you're able to list them all off inside of your head, you would know it is Maine. For number four, the three states that have the letter P in them, it is Pennsylvania, Mississippi, and New Hampshire. For question number five, it is name the only state flag that is not rectangular. And it is, in fact, Ohio. Name the state with the second most coastline. That would be Florida. For question number seven, the two states that border the most states are Missouri and Tennessee. For the two states where the temperature has never been recorded over 100 degrees, it is Alaska and Hawaii. The state where the largest diamond in the United States is found is Arkansas, hence why they have a diamond on their state flag. And finally, the state with the highest peak in the country is Alaska. Okay, so now let's go ahead, let's get ready for our final round. However, before then, let's go ahead and let's see what are our point totals. And oof, Athenians, this isn't looking good. Once again, Anna is a wizard. Their team has gone a perfect 10 out of 10. They know their state trivia. So really, let's see, Athenians, you're behind by 5 points right now. So we're going to see this last round might make all the difference. It's still anybody's game. We're going to see who's going to win this trivia night. Okay, and here we go. Time for Ecological by Crow. This ecologically forward category is about plants, our world, and how to save it. So who knows, maybe you might learn something new through this round. And you're going to have, once again, 3 sections within this of questions. All right, for the first section, all the questions are about saving the planet. Question number 1. On average, how many gallons of water does a person waste each day? On average, how many gallons of water does a person waste each day? And as far as the answers go, I'm going to leave it up to Shannon to decide if it has to be the exact answer or if how she's going to grade that. I'll leave it up to her. She'll know what to do, I think. So let's do your best and say on average, how many gallons of water does a person waste each day? All right, question number 2. This will be easy. True or false? Being vegetarian can help our Earth by conserving water, lowering the amount of CO2 in the air, and lowers your ecological footprint. Is that true or false? All right, question number 3. Who discovered the greenhouse effect? Who discovered the greenhouse effect? Who discovered the greenhouse effect? All right, question number 4. We're moving on to the next section. So here's another one, 50-50 shot. Does ecology, the study of Earth/our home, include studying both biotic and abiotic things? Yes or no? Does ecology, the study of Earth/our home, include studying both biotic and abiotic things? Yes or no? Question number 5. Multiple choice. About how many plant species are used in medicine? Is it A, 40,000, B, 1,000, C, 70,000, or D, 1 million? About how many plant species are used in medicine? A, 40,000, B, 1,000, C, 70,000, or D, 1 million? All right, question number 6. Another multiple choice. What percent of plant life lives in the ocean? Is it A, 15%, B, 85%, C, 50%, or D, 5%? Question number 6 is, what percent of plant life lives in the ocean? A, 15%, B, 85%, C, 50%, or D, 5%? All right, moving on to question number 7. In the past 500 years, due to human activity, about how many species have gone extinct? Hint, it is over 100. So in the past 500 years, due to human activity, about how many species have gone extinct? Question number 7 is, in the past 500 years, due to human activity, about how many species have gone extinct? All right, question number 8. Another multiple choice. In what ways can climate change and global warming affect your physical health? A, higher chance of heat-related diseases and sickness. B, effects on your cardiovascular system. C, effects on your respiratory system. Or D, all of the above. Question number 8 is, in what ways can climate change and global warming affect your physical health? A, higher chance of heat-related diseases and sickness. B, effects on your cardiovascular system. C, effects on your respiratory system. Or D, all of the above. All right, and question number 9. What is the process of plants taking in CO2 and producing oxygen called? Question number 9 is, what is the process of plants taking in carbon dioxide and producing oxygen called? All right, and because we're running out of time here, it's 8:30 already. Question number 10. What is the number one animal that emits carbon and contributes to global warming? What is the number one animal that emits carbon and contributes to global warming? And as you finish up this round, go ahead and submit your answer sheet. And if you need me to repeat any questions, just go ahead and put it into the chat and I'll go back and repeat them. Question number 10 is, which is the number one animal that emits carbon and contributes to global warming? And once you're done, go ahead and turn that in. Turn in your final answers for this round. We're going to see who's going to win tonight's trivia night. And as we're finishing up the evening and people are turning in their answers, I just want to go ahead and give another reminder that if you're not signed up yet, make sure you sign up for the summer reading program at the Kirkwood Public Library. We have programs from everyone from babies through adults, so you have no excuse. All ages can participate. Doesn't matter where you're at this summer, you can participate in our program. Just go ahead, head to our website, and then you can sign up for which program you prefer. For teens, we have a lot of great prizes. We have a lot of great raffle ticket prizes, baskets that were actually inspired by members of our Teen Advisory Board. And all of our prizes from in between were also inspired by the input that the Teen Advisory Board gave for everything. And you know, if you are somebody who's sitting out there, whether you're on the Teen Advisory Board or you're just like, oh hey, this Teen Advisory Board seems like pretty cool stuff. Well, guess what? I have some good news for you because we do have another meeting coming up. In fact, not this Sunday, but the following Sunday in a week from now. So if you're interested in helping us put on events like this evening, coming up with questions, or giving your input for other things at the library like prizes or other upcoming events, please go ahead and attend our Teen Advisory Board or just come and meet some really cool teens in the area. There's about a total of 45 people who are on our roster, but we usually have about 20 come every single month. But with it being summer, who knows how many people will attend? Or maybe you know of a friend who might love to meet other people who love the library or want to meet cool teens like all of you. So be sure to sign up for that and any of these other great events that are coming up this next month, just all on our website with a click of a button. And again, you should be able to find links to all of that down below in the About Us section here on the Twitch page. Oof, I got the score. Shannon has just submitted the score for the evening, folks. And I know you are all waiting in anticipation, but you know what we're going to do? We're going to go through those answers pretty quickly, and we're going to see for ourselves who won. Okay, here we go. Speed run. Question number 1. How many gallons of water? It was 30 gallons of water. It's true. Being vegetarian can help our Earth. For 3, it was John Tyndall. Question number 4. Yes, ecology does include studying both biotic and abiotic things. Question number 5. The answer was C. 70,000 plant species are used in medicine. That's pretty cool. 85% of plant life lives in the ocean. The ocean is a scary place, yo. Scary place. Lots of stuff there. Number 7, the answer was 320 species. That's crazy. Also sad. Think of all those animals. All right, for this one, I felt like a health person reading out the questions, but yes, in what ways can climate change and global warming affect your physical health? It was all of those things above. All those things, no good. Question number 9, photosynthesis. Everybody knows photosynthesis, but maybe you just didn't realize it for this one since we're back onto our summer brains. And finally, if you didn't know this one, what is the number 1 animal that emits carbon and contributes to global warming? It is humans. Thanks. I hope you had a lovely time playing. Stay cool and keep conserving. Okay, and here we go. Time now for the final point totals. Boom, 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 boom. It was really close, folks. It was a close evening. However, Anna is a wizard came out in the end. They came out on top by 3 points. 3 points. It was so close. Okay, and so with that, Anna is a wizard. Since you are our winners for the evening, please go ahead and send me an email after this with the names of the people who played tonight and the contact information for them, like either their phone number or their email, so that way we can go ahead and we can get your prizes out to you, hopefully within the next week or so. That's amazing. Oh my gosh, 34 points, and look how many perfect rounds there were. We were so close, so close. And I know the Athenians are probably just like, oh, I can't believe it. We've been defeated finally after 3 rounds of like previous trivia nights. Wow, that's amazing. Well, thank you so much for everybody for coming on out and playing trivia with us tonight. Like I said, I hope that you sign up for many more events this summer and come see Shannon, me, or Shannon, the other one, M, at one of our other events, or even Kayla or some of our other librarians. We have lots of things in store, and we love to play and hang out with you once again. So with that, I'm going to go ahead, sign off, and I hope you all have a great evening.